seated. This morning, hold on, back up. How many of you were here last? Yeah.
I'm at the other service.
So, you were at the other service. No, I'm talking about this service. Well, it's actually the same gospel. So last week, we read a gospel about this very same event, right, from the Gospel of John. And remember, we had a piece of paper, and who was trying to walk through the paper? Maggie was trying to walk through the paper.
Remember we tried to walk through the paper last time?
Yeah, and we were talking about how Jesus apparently walked through walls, right? And this gospel is from Luke, and it's the same event, right? It's the night of Easter Day. And the reason why we have 50 days of Easter is because we can't fit all the stuff into one day. So we go back and we keep looking at it. And so we go back to the night of Easter, and Jesus appears to his disciples, and they think he's a ghost, right? And what are the things, he says a few things to them, but what's the first thing that he says to them? You know? You remember? Peace be with you. Now, how many of you know that in all of our church services, every single Sunday, we say, well, except when we do morning prayer, I guess, but every Eucharist, we say something at the sort of the halfway point, right? We say, the peace of the Lord be with you, and then we say, and also with you. And then we go around and we either do this or we shake hands. And before COVID, everybody shook hands. And I think after COVID, when we did the peace, people thought they saw a ghost. Because, if someone tries to shake their hand, and they, do not be afraid. But this is where that comes from. Jesus extends his peace to the disciples, even when they're afraid, maybe because they're afraid. And it is a different kind of peace than the peace that is offered by anyone else or any place else. Jesus' peace does not depend on what's going on outside in the world. Jesus' peace does not depend on the suffering that you and I experience, the goods or the bads that we live on a daily basis. Jesus' peace is peace from God. And it's always, always available to us. It's the peace that was established when Jesus died and was risen again. And that peace cannot go away. That peace is always available to us. And so every Sunday we do that. We say, the peace of the Lord be always with you, to remind ourselves that God's peace is always with us. Always, always, always. No matter what's going on, no matter when you're sad, no matter when you're hurt, God's peace is always with us. Because it doesn't depend on you and me, it depends on Jesus. And Jesus is always with us. So, during this service, and maybe forever afterward, it would be awesome if, instead of when I say, the peace of the Lord be with you, and you're like, and also with you, maybe we could be a little more excited about it, because it is a reminder that God's peace is always with us. So should we practice real quick to see what it means? Why don't we stand up for a second? All right, let's practice. Now, open the windows so that our neighbors and like the foxes that live right back there, and there's deer back there, everyone's going to be able to hear us, okay? Hopefully. You saw a skunk? Skunks need peace. So let's practice. All right, so I'm going to say, the peace of the Lord be with you.
And also with you.
That's pretty good. All right. Amen.
Amen.
We'll do it at 10 o'clock. Are we going to look at it?
Yep.